UHP is a 500-acre campus in Bentonville, Arkansas. And essentially what we do is bring veterans here, help them transition out of the military, upskill them into different career tracks that allow them to leverage the skills and empathy that they have to serve others into careers that are built for service, like personal training, health coaching, and nutrition.
The place in general, the location, and what's around you kind of makes everything else, all the different compounds, the different locations that we have across campus, seem a little bit more special, and the energy that we get from these places is a little bit different. It does feel special. It does feel like it's a little bit disconnected from the world, and it gives you the ability to kind of focus exactly on what's here right now. I've never really walked into a place like this and kind of felt the same energy. And obviously, most importantly, the people out here, they seem to carry the same message with themselves, just because you are surrounded by this group of individuals who are constantly surrounded by, positive energy and focus on the same message that we're focused on, which is to motivate and inspire veterans to kind of take a different path into going to a new, better place and finding themselves outside of the military.
The biggest piece of advice I'd give to someone getting out of the military is to not wait to find a new purpose once you're out. Because the reality of life is that you're going to have to pay your bills and find a way to feed your family. And if that means taking a job that you really don't want because you didn't strategize and position yourself for the job of your dreams when you got out of the military, the likelihood is you're going to start in a job that you have to take. That's going to create emotional pressure in addition to the transition pressure. And what oftentimes happens is that job doesn't work out. And then that's your first failure out of the military. And when that happens, it creates pressure on your family. And that might turn into either a separation or a divorce. And when that happens, it might turn into drinking and alcohol. And I'm not saying that every veteran is going to go through that. But the reality is, as those losses stack up and you're trying to figure out who you are, it's really easy to get sucked into a vortex that ends up really hard to untangle. And so I think my advice for veterans is build your strategy before you get out. Start to network into the spaces that you want to serve in once you're out, and do as much as you can before you leave the uniform.
My biggest advice for anyone getting out: hold yourself to a higher standard. As we get out, as veterans, we hear all the time is, veterans are kind of lost. I'm saying? Hold yourself to a higher standard because you were in the higher position. I'm saying? You were in the military. So you should carry, I'm not saying be cocky, be ignorant. Just walk around like you mean something, like you're the guy, you're the woman. I'm saying? Hold yourself to that position, because when you hold yourself to that standard, as you did see yourself when you were in the military, same thing, transitioning out of the military, still hold yourself to that standard. You will be successful regardless. Because look, how you see yourself is how you present yourself to the world. And that's exactly how you put yourself into opportunities to be successful. So if you hold yourself to a higher standard, which you should, getting out of the military doesn't change that you are still a higher power. It's all in your head. If you do let yourself go that way, so don't let it go. And that's exactly why we're here, to kind of help individuals realize that you're still the guy, you're still the woman, you still held to a higher standard, you're still part of something bigger. So hold yourself to that standard, and I believe the success is just gonna be attracted to you.